In today's video, we are taking on a tour of the floor plan Addison, which is an MI home here in the Argyle ISD school district, which is about 30-45 minutes north of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So this Addison floor plan is anywhere from about 2,900 to 3,100 square feet, just depending on whether or not you have a media room. So MI Homes has two series. This is the Reserve series, meaning you get to pick out a lot of the items in your home, things like your backsplash, color cabinets, countertops, flooring, other options like a bathtub in the master bathroom, fireplace, media room. Your study could be a bedroom or it could be a study. So there's a lot of options here with MI. Now that is going to dictate the price of the home. So in this neighborhood of Vintage Village, which I said is Argyle ISD, so the homes here start around $425 to about $525. That is going to be the base price. It's definitely going to be more once you start adding things in like these engineered hardwood floors that you're going to see flowing throughout the homes. The base price of this home is about $515. That is without a lot of the options that I'm going to show you as we're walking through the house. This is a two-story home, so we're going to start downstairs here in the heart of the home, the kitchen and the living room. So one thing I noticed right off the bat in this kitchen are a couple of things. I'm sure that you noticed them as well. And it's these beautiful cabinets. This color right now, I don't really want to say it's trending because to me, this is classic. This is here to stay for quite some time. Wood has always been in style, or exposed wood, I should say, has always been in style, but the color does change somewhat. We're kind of we've definitely gotten away from the undertones of red and gold that we saw back in the 80s and 90s. This is a much more neutral brown. Every time we go into a kitchen or a house that has this, it just automatically really catches your eye. And I'm a fan of light and bright, but this is still light and bright to me. So you get a little bit of both. You get the warmth, and then you get your light and bright here with these countertops. And then this is going to be an upgrade. Okay, this is not going to be a standard backsplash. Obviously, it's definitely something that's different. I don't know if you can see on the video, but these are texture. And it's a really cool pattern. I really like it. It looks great in person. This neighborhood is gas, so you'll notice you do have your gas cooktop with a separate oven here, giving it a little bit more of a upscale look, keeping that separate. Beautiful size island. Of course, we're seeing that in almost every house these days. You're going to get a pretty good size island with a nice big rectangle sink that you can fit all your pots and pans in. And of course, you've got your refrigerator over here with a nice little coffee area. But what this house has that is really nice is this little butler's pantry, if that's what you want to call it, this area. So they did put their coffee station here. So if that's you're a coffee drinker, a tea drinker, this would be great. Or if you like wine and making cocktails, this would be a great place to put all of your wine, your liquor, your glasses, maybe even turn this area down here into a nice mini wine fridge area. So I like this, and I like that this is where your pantry is. It's tucked away off the kitchen, and what a great size walk-in pantry as well. And we'll go into this room behind me in just a little bit, but first I want to take you from the kitchen to right behind Brandon, my husband, cameraman, and her realtor partner. And this is going to be your breakfast area. So you've got a nice, great space here right off the side of the kitchen. So that's the orientation of this. It's off to the side. You've got 4 great windows and a door. So essentially 5 windows. Y'all, this is letting in a lot of natural light. And I know that is important to a lot of people when we're showing homes is the light. I don't think we've ever come across anyone, hun, that actually prefers
in the dark light. No, everybody wants.
We haven't come across any vampires yet. So great space in here that is separated from your living room. And one thing Brandon pointed out earlier is, I guess it's
dividing wall.
Dividing wall. A pony wall would be like a half wall.
Right.
Okay. The nice thing about this is it does give you some separation between your breakfast area and your living room. So this living room, you can have an optional fireplace. We find that about half of our clients prefer a fireplace. I love them. I think it warms up the space and adds a nice ambiance to the space, but not everyone wants them. We did have one client that was adamant. She did not want one. And it was interesting because the builder that she really loved, that's not an option. They have to have a fireplace. So anyway, it's about half and half, but you do have a good spacious size living room in here. Another thing that separates your kitchen a little bit, even though you've got open spaces, the kitchen is going to have the lower ceiling. And then as soon as you are into the living room, you can see these are definitely taller than 20 feet, aren't they, hun? Because you've got that tray up there at the top, and that's definitely adding a lot more height to the ceiling. So extremely tall ceilings up here in the living space. And just this view, hun, just to this beautiful view, just from here, you see the kitchen and how beautiful that is. And then the staircase and upstairs as well. You can see the front door. So just a really pretty view sitting here in this living room. So MI Homes has some really great cost-effective items that are going to lower your monthly mortgage by hundreds of dollars. So this neighborhood is in a part of town where the tax rate is 1.93%, which is low compared to surrounding areas. They're also offering amazing incentives for specific loan types for FHA and conventional loans as well. But for FHA right now, they're offering the first year rate at 2.87. Year number 2 is 3.87. And then years 3 through 30 are 4.875. That is a huge savings on your monthly mortgage. And whenever you have a new construction home, for the first couple of years, your homeowner's insurance is also going to be reduced. So a lot of great things going on with MI Homes right now. So we are here in the beautiful master bedroom. A lot of space in here, y'all. There's a king size bed, 2 good sized nightstands, and then right by Brandon, you've got 2 really nice club chairs. So a lot of space in here, room for a dresser as well. It did a really great job with the accent wall behind the bed. So always say to do that if you can. Put wallpaper there, do something. Make it really fun. And then as you head on into the master bathroom, this tile is probably going to be an upgrade here, okay? Also, the tub in the bathroom as well. I like how they've got the different tile, same style of tile on the floor and up here, but a different color, so it really lightens up this space, and that the tile does surround this entire area, including the inside of this window in here too. So really great touch with that. And you do have dual sinks in this beautiful vanity, a door to your toilet room. And you know what's really nice about this?
His and her closet.
Mm.
Or his/hers plus hers.
Yes, that's, yeah. That's how that would be.
Your shoe closet.
I know, you might have to take a different one, but you do have 2 closets here, which is something we don't see a lot. In this model home, the Addison, you are going to have one of the guest bedrooms downstairs as well. I'm a big fan of that whenever you're in a 2-story home, to have 2 bedrooms downstairs. So right off the front door, actually, before we show them this, let's just go ahead and go to that bedroom. So this is going to be the garage. Right now it's a sales center, but this is going to be your garage. So right off the front door, this is where you're going to have that second downstairs bedroom, which is great when it comes to guests, or if you're multi-generationally living, then it's really nice to be able to have something else that's downstairs, because you just never know who's in your home that is unable to climb the stairs. So this is at the front of the house. This is a good sized bedroom. You've got a double bed here. Easily could fit a queen in this room with the 2 nightstands as well. And then the bathroom is just right off of here. It's not going to be an ensuite, but it is a bathroom that does go with this bedroom. So let's take a look inside this bathroom really quick. And the one thing that I want to talk about, which I think they did a fantastic job on this bathroom, they took the tile all the way up to the ceiling, which is a very nice finished look that doesn't happen all the time. So do that when you can. And then you'll also notice that this subway tile is a very traditional looking tile, but they stacked it, and that modernizes it a little bit. One thing that I would change if I was in a 2-story home and I had a situation like this where I had a guest bathroom, I would not put a tub in here. I would have it a shower only. The reason for that is If you are having aging parents live with you, it's really hard for them to get in and out of the tub at some point. So I'm a big fan of having your downstairs bathroom to be a shower only. And then right off of the guest bedroom and bathroom and front door, you have this flex space here. They are using this as an office, which I think is great. What a great place to have an office. It's so bright and it really get a lot of work done in here. But this is a flex space, so it could be, if you needed it to be another dining room or bedroom, you could do that as well. So here upstairs, there's going to be 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a media room. Now the media room is optional. So let's go ahead and take a little bit of a walk upstairs to see what all of this looks like. And as we're walking, we'll talk a little bit about this area where we're located and kind of what's going on. So Braden's in the living room right now, but behind me is the media room and a bathroom. Vintage Village, like I said, is Argyle ISD. Argyle ISD is a very highly rated school district. You can always look up all the information on niche.com or greatschools.org. This neighborhood in Argyle will be about 8 minutes from the new HEB that is coming to the South Denton area. HEB is an amazing grocery store chain that we are all so very excited about. And one thing that we love about the city of Argyle is it's a pretty small town, and they want to stay that way. So if you are looking for a town that has the convenience of some really great shopping, wonderful restaurants that are not too far away, but you want to stay in a small town that's pretty conservative, then Argyle is the place to be. And something else that's great about this location is, yes, there is construction going on. And even though Argyle wants to stay small, they are growing, but there is still a lot of green space to look at as you're driving, throughout your day, which is really nice and relaxing. So
There's literally a herd of cows just down the street.
there is.
You know what else is down the street? Denton South Police Department
Oh,
and
right, yes.
Fire Station number 7.
Mhm.
So
Brand
you
new.
talk about safety. You've got a fire truck that's literally 2 minutes away.
Mhm.
The police
And a brand new
station
police
is 2
station.
minutes away.
Yes. It's really a great part of the city to live in.
You're close to the highway.
Yeah.
You can be at the highway as 1 minute. You
I-35.
go to Foyer. You can go to the other direction. You can go to
Dallas.
Dallas. So your proximity to
Denton is just up
everything.
the street, so that's where you can have some of your fun nightlife, as in Denton, a lot of one-off restaurants.
Live.
But then Argyle has Flower Mound shops. The shops of it's the shops of Highland Village, which isn't too far from here as well. So it really is situated in a really nice space that feels small and tight knit, but yet around it, that's where a lot of the conveniences are going to be. So we are just always such a big fan of Argyle. In fact, this is where we do our CrossFit every day. Doesn't take us that long to get there from Denton, but this is where we come to CrossFit. And every time we drive through, we just always say, you know what? I live in Argyle. If I had to move or wanted to move, definitely would pick Argyle. So like I mentioned earlier, MI is offering some really great incentives. So if this is something that you are considering, don't hesitate to give us a call. You can send me a text. All that information is going to be in the description below. So I'm very easy to get a hold of, and I do answer my phone. But if you're looking to move to the North Dallas, North Fort Worth area, we would be honored to be your realtor of choice. So go back, take a look at some of our other videos about living north of Dallas, and we'll see you on the next one.